Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf Edwards, and welcome to part 35 of the Abigail Freeman story. Let us begin. They were in bed, just waking up. Abigail was waking up from a night, from a great dream that she had just a couple minutes before, when all of a sudden the king, of course, walked into the house. Well, walked into the room, actually, and told Abigail and Margaret to come to the living room so they can have a meeting. So that's what she did. That's what they did. They got out. They get out of bed. Nope. So they leave the room. And they are having a meeting. The first task is to find the king's daughter and to make sure that, with the help of Bobby, of course, that the king's daughter is okay. So there was a team, along with the army, with the Silver Cat army, of course. They decided that they were going to help them out. So it was time to go and find the king's daughter. They get dressed, and of course, Abigail gets dressed in a tracksuit that she just found in the bathroom. It was the princess. It was one of the queen's jumpsuits that she just borrowed from the Queen of Silver Cat. She puts it on, and she's ready. She is ready. She is ready to go. Finally, I got there. Thank goodness. Anyway, it was pink. It was a pink, actually it was a blue, jumpsuit, of course. And she's ready, and she is ready. And they are ready too. So they are going outside the second castle, and Abigail is a little bit nervous, but also very determined to find the king's daughter so they can, close the trip on a high note, or at least the beginnings of it anyway. So they just decided to just have a, rescue mission. So they get into a car. They get out of the car with flowers. Well, they get out of the car with some flowers. And of course, they ask around the country or the city of the city where the second location, where the second castle the second castle is in. They ask around a couple of times, and finally they get someone. Someone saw the kidnappers along with the princess, just holding her mouth like this and putting her in a truck, of course. And it was like very surprising. So they got one lead, and of course Margaret was still asking around, and Abigail decides to help her out. So finally she helps her out after talking to a guy who knew the princess's kidnappers, who knew that he knew the kidnappers was like how they did their business. So they were talking to him, and after she was talking to him a little bit more, Margaret was finding difficulties, trying to ask questions. Of course, the guy didn't understand what she was talking about, of course. And finally, Abigail, like I said before, walks up to the guy and just asks him, "Have you seen this girl?" "No, I haven't." Of course, they leave the guy where he was at, of course, where he was, and they look around to see if there's some more people who knew the princess and knew where she was, who kidnapped her, I should say. Finally, they find some more people who knew the princess, but who kidnapped the princess. To be more specific, they ask around. They find another person, and they find a second lead. The king is asking around too. He finds the third lead, and another person finds a fourth lead, and to who kidnapped her. So with leads found, they get back into the car, and they of course find the location where she's hiding. And as they weren't looking because they were gone, the kidnappers were gone because they had to handle some business with their benefactors, of course, or their employers who wanted the princess alive for ransom. So they so they had to take care of that piece of business. So they were gone. The rest of the rescuers, of course, bust down the doors and found the princess, untied her, and they left. They just left. They left the location. They found her. They left. The king is so happy to see her again that he's crying. So they get out. So they get into the car along with the princess, and they drive away. And that was it. They go back to the second castle, to make a long story short, and she's happy to see them all, of course. After that, they spent the rest of the afternoon celebrating the birthday party of course, the king's boyfriend, Bobby. And that was it. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a like, leave a big like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below telling me what you like about the video or hate about the video. And I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.